Chica, are you ready for our big day? Yeah, I'm ready for our big day, but what is our big day? You know, the papers that we signed? Yeah. Is a court hearing, so we're having a court hearing. Are we really doing this? Yes, we are really doing this. At the end of the day, you do have a cheating past, and I just feel like that's just something that I can't have, you know, someone who I want to have kids with, in the next step, and like, I don't want our kids to think, their mom is like that and whatnot. And I feel like us going through with this is just the best option because we did start our names on it. Yes, at first it was a Frank and it was a skit and revenge, to get back onto you and know that I've been faithful, I've been loyal, and I just feel like I haven't had the same in return. And since I've never done that, I just feel like it's not fair to me. So I hire someone who's gonna be our judge, and she'll make it original. So yeah, we're gonna be divorced today. So we're officially breaking up. Man, I mean, I just saw it coming. I knew eventually you would find out about that. I mean, of course I was gonna find out. I mean, at the end of the day, you recently did the Gordon Freddy thing, and then you did the Super Brain thing without me knowing, and that's not smart to do stuff behind my back without me knowing. And now that I know, I have enough evidence and proof to uh, to divorce you. And you can give your statement. I can give my statement, and we can go based on that. And whatever the verdict is the verdict, and it'll be original. And then we can decide on if we want to be friends or move out or anything like that. Because whatever you do with your life after is your choice. Whatever I do with my life after, it's my choice. So you're ready. Yeah, I'm ready. I mean, it's better to get it over with than not have it hang over our heads. Exactly. I just want to move on. I just want to move on and and continue our career. Yes, we'll still work together, because now we have a job together still, but we have that to finish, and then after, uh, we can get separate jobs and have different places to live and be with different people and whatnot. So you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. So what's the person that you hired? I hired Nightmare Mangle. Yes, he did hire me. Well, thank you for doing this, because, we didn't really have anyone. Yeah, everyone's been booked like crazy lately, so of course I am more than welcome to be the one to divorce you guys and, have you guys decide your guys' future. Okay, so I'm ready to go onto the stage. Okay, follow me. Okay, okay, let's do this. Guys, since I'm the jury and the judge for today, I want you guys to make each of your guys a statement about why you want to divorce. I'm gonna start with you, Barney. Yeah, thank you. I basically want a divorce because obviously she uh cheated on me for years with me knowing and without me knowing. I think the biggest one, which was the biggest blow to the membership, was which is obviously Junior, which is underage, and he's obviously underage and he's obviously a minor, and so I feel like that's you know I feel like that's obviously harassment and being a predator, and obviously I don't want to be with someone like that, so that was like the biggest blow. And then of course yes, they didn't date that long, and she only did it because she felt bad, but at the end of the day it's like that's not really someone you should do that young, especially when you're older. I feel like yes, she was in her prime at the time. She didn't know any better. He didn't know any better. But at the end of the day, I feel that was the biggest blow. And then obviously Super Brain was also the biggest blow because he's dead and she's alive. And I just feel like you shouldn't really be doing someone who's deceased and dead and who's 10 feet in the ground and already a skeleton and not really functional a bull with the body. So yeah, those are the two big things. Gordon Freddy's fine because at the end of the day, we made amends, and he's my best friend. So yeah, that wasn't really an issue. Yes, it was recent, but I didn't really have an issue with that. And Foxy was just when we were kids. So yeah, I'm gonna say those two big things are why I want to divorce her here today. Okay, Chica, what is your statement? my statement is that obviously I know Boring never hooked up with anyone, and I love him for that because I wanted to be the perfect woman for him, and obviously I wasn't the perfect woman because I had needs and I had wants and desires to be with other people when I shouldn't have. I realized my mistake there. I shouldn't have been with Foxy first. I shouldn't have been with him from the get go. But I just saw how fast he was and stuff like that, like the Flash and Zero and Reverse Flash, all those type of flashes within the DC universe. And I just I just thought that was very attractive as the first man I saw being my senpai and my insecurity and whatnot, but I realized that he didn't like me the same, and I realized that just because you like someone doesn't mean they like you back, and so I did not know he didn't like me, and so he let me down slightly, and we became acquaintances as classmates and stuff like that, and obviously we ended up becoming friends. If I'm not that close with him, but for that reason, it just never was the same. And of course, Junior, I realized that it was my mistake. I shouldn't date someone who was near the age of 10, and I was 20 at the time. So yeah, it sucks. And obviously, I'm 24 now. I realized that I learned my mistake to never be with someone who is uh, is a child, and I don't want to human traffic. I don't want to kidnap someone and not hold them hostage against their will. So, yes, yes, I didn't like him, but he liked me, and so the feelings just weren't mutual. And obviously, going to Freddy, who I'm also not that close with. I know my sister is with him, and that was my mistake, and I just wasn't thinking. And Super Brain, it was just for fun, and it wasn't anything serious per se. It was just something that I didn't do. He forced himself onto me, and it was just to get him out of the way, and just to go my way, which is basically just watch my friends not kill people for fun, and which was just other zombies. So um, it was just the only way to get him off my back and just get out of the way. So that way, he wouldn't bother me ever again. For it was technically rape. So yeah. Um, so yeah, that's basically why I want a divorce, just to kind of wrap myself out and kind of give in to my destiny, and even if yes it means that we'll break up years of a decade of relationship, and I'm throwing that away, but at the end of the day I have to give in to my regrets and my wrongs and what I did, because I do agree with him. I don't think I want to have our kids see me like that. So yeah, I think I'm in the wrong, and I'm more than happy to go through with it. Okay, so what would you guys want your relationship to be going forward? I think friends. I think at the end of the day, I think being best friends is what we personally do, Dean. I think it's going to humble us, and it's going to teach us to, learn boundaries. So, what boundaries would you like to make, Chica? Is that you can't call me any names. Like, you can't call me cute, you can't call me pretty, you can't call me beautiful, you can't call me any cute name under the sun. Okay, I can do that. And I know I'm irresistible, and I know you know, attractive, but at the end of the day, like, you just can't do that if we're in that type of zone, because obviously, yes, I don't want to friend zone you. I know you don't want to friend zone me, but at the end of the day, it's like we need to learn to not call each other certain things. So I know. And my boundaries is that you can't do certain things. You can't look a certain way, you can't act a certain way. So like you can't, present your body. You have to cover up at all times and not, you know, present yourself in public or private around me. Like just be very dress code worthy, be very professional worthy, and just be mindful of that in public so you don't get taken advantage of, and you respect my bubble, you respect my distances, you respect my circle, so, and my privacy. So yeah, I think you just dressing affordably, no matter what outfit it is, as long as you're doing a matter of like that. Okay, so my language, your outfit. Yes. Okay. Okay, so since you guys have the boundaries, do you guys both agree to be friends? Yes, I mean, I always saw her. We were always friends at the same time. I mean, just because we were husband and wife doesn't mean we weren't friends. Like she is my best friend, and I'd rather see her as my best friend because that means I can still see her, I can still talk to her, and we can still be where we are, which is the best of friends. Exactly, we started off as friends. You were there when I needed someone, and I needed that at the time because after Foxy turned me down, he went to mangle your being your sister. I think I think I needed someone who I can cry on the shoulders of, to the chest of, and basically have you be my support system. And and you were that friend at the time. And even for we got feelings for each other, we ended up dating. It was the most happiest part of my life. I just don't want to hold that guilt, and I don't want to do you wrong like that. So yes, I agree to be friends. Okay, and for me, like, even though I didn't see you like that at the time, I saw you more of like as a significant other because obviously what you did for me, you went for me after I got physically hit and physically assaulted by Foxy, who was my bully at the time. He was my rival, and now that we're best friends, I think I want to change it for the world because I feel like if we changed it, we want to be where we are. So, and I want to archer, or I want to do a, I want to have it be an alternate universe like that, and I want to cause a recursion and a paradox. I don't want to change the future. And since this became our future, I don't think it would have been any different in the past. I don't think it would have been any different in the present being like right now. Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. Yeah, and when you came to my need after I got hurt, and you took me to the nurse, and you hoped stitch me up and give me CPR, and you hoped took care of me, and in my time of need. If you didn't, I would have had a permanent black eye and permanent stitches and permanent bleeding, and just being mutilated and embarrassed for the rest of my life. And so I appreciate you upgrading me and not making me feel downgraded like he did, and because I wasn't right of him at the time, and yeah, so I do agree for you to be my friend. Me too. And there's certain things that we can't do. Also we can't kiss each other. We can't kiss each other's cheeks. Oh, maybe we can do cheeks. Yeah, I guess cheeks will be okay. It's just I don't want to do any form of kissing. Yeah, okay. No kissing, no kissing cheek. No, just hugging, just hugging, no cuddling, shaking each other's hands, just doing that type of stuff. Okay. Now that you guys agreed to be friends, what about the living situation? Um, I mean, I mean, we could live each other. We just can't be in the same room anymore. Yeah, yeah, we just can't share anymore. We would just have to, be in this different rooms. We would have to have different rooms. Yeah, I think we could still live together. It's just we can't, be in the same bed. We can't share food items. We can't do certain stuff like that. We have to, you know, have our own rooms. Exactly, own beds, own every item, and every different food. So, yeah, we're still gonna live together. We're just not gonna, you know, have the same room. Like we're just gonna be roommates. Yeah, yeah. So like college buddies, flat buddies, dorm buddies, like all of that under the sun. So, yeah, we'll after this we'll pick out our rooms and yeah, we can check out each other's rooms after. Okay, sounds good. So you're still gonna live together? Yeah, we're still gonna live together because at the end of the day, we live with everyone else in the house. Yeah, we have. And I mean, certain people have when gone in between moves, and some certain people don't live with us anymore. But at the end of the day, it's like if someone new comes by, you know, we would respect about who we want to see after. Exactly. I'm not gonna care who you be with. You're probably not gonna care who I be with. Yes, there'll probably be some jealousy and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna love you the same. I'm not gonna like you the same. I'm not going to hurt you the same. I'm not going to trust you the same. Yeah, I know. I mean, I fully understand that. So yeah, we're not going to love each other anymore. So do you guys agree on that? Yeah, of course, it would be hard to not see her. I mean, at the end of the day, yes, I can't see her like that anymore, but at least I can still see and talk to her, and I think that's the most important thing. It is. I feel like if we had separate voices, it would be hard because then we won't be in the same episode anymore. Yeah, it would be pretty lonely, and I don't want to do that to you. Yeah, I don't want to do that to you either. I'd rather I'd rather still see you and talk to you. Like we can still eat out together. Without it being a date. Yeah, because we can't go on dates anymore. We can't cuddle. We can't you know be affectionate or sexual or sex text or whatever. We can't do that type of stuff anymore. So still going out to eat out with you, like for lunch, dinner, breakfast would be really nice. Yeah, that way we're still together in that way, and we still can keep each other's company. Exactly, exactly. So obviously we're gonna need to do something to celebrate after we do our rooms. So yeah, exactly. So since you guys did that, you guys want to sign some stuff to make it official? Yeah, yeah. You want to go get some notes? Oh yeah, sure. I'll be right back. Uh, so while she's gone, how you feel now that it's about to be original? I mean, I mean, do we need like some distances, like some 6 feet things, like I have to be 6 feet distance from you? Oh yeah, of course. We're gonna have to have that. Obviously, it's not like a restraining order. No, 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 no. It's just a law in affirmative it's where I can't be close to you. I have to be like far away from you, so that way we can still see each other. We can still talk. We just can't be, physical like that. Okay, okay, we'll definitely do that. Let's make it original first, and then we'll talk to her about it, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, got you. Okay, okay, got you. Yeah, sure, if those were not call you babe or baby, but at the end of the day, calling each other just by our names, what we are, is more important, and than over, fancy, catchy names. Yeah, it is. So yeah, let's wait. Okay. Hey guys, I have the two notes. I have two different notes. I have the pink one for you, Barney. Okay, thank you. And then I have the orange one for you. So you guys can send your name. I got a blue pen. So send your name there, Barney. Okay, I will do that. Okay, okay, I signed it. Okay, read it off. Okay. Barney divorces Chica to be friends and to still live together. Barney the rabbit. Okay, yours is original. Write down yours, Chica. Okay. Okay, miss. Okay, I sent mine. Okay, since you guys are original, obviously it's original. So now that you guys are officially divorced and broken up, of like what 8? Yeah, it's like 8 or so years. Yeah, 8 or so years. Okay, since it is 8 or so years, yeah, I did my job today. Thank you guys for this once in a life opportunity. Yeah, of course, you're welcome. At the end of the day, you only live once, and I don't want to hold this in anymore. I want to let it out. Yeah, it's important to teach each other that, to not hold stuff in, to let it out, and now that we did that here today, I feel very relieved that this was our therapy session. It really was our therapy session, and I couldn't be more grateful to have such a good host. Thank you. This was my first time, so I hope I did good. Oh yeah, you really did do good. You really did do good indeed. Okay, so obviously, I'm gonna go get the laptop, and we can celebrate. Okay, you wanna do? We can like celebrate by playing a game or listen to some music. Oh yeah, okay, we'll do that first. We'll do that first, and then she can pick out the song, and then yeah, we'll play a game together. Okay, sounds nice. Okay, let me go do that. Okay, so let's go pick out our rooms. Oh, while she goes and gets and does that. Yeah, sure thing. You either way. Sure thing. I picked up my room. You did? Yeah, yeah, I picked up my room. It's gonna be right here. perfect. It's empty right now. Obviously, I had to get some stains, but from our old ex room, I have to do that. But and then it's gonna get folded up. But yeah, what's yours gonna be? Uh, right here. I'm gonna be right next to you, so that way we can still talk to each other. Okay, good. But also, I have other thing. Yeah, what is it? You can't say like, ladies first or and whatnot. You can't open the door for me. You have to like respect me to make my own decision to, let me open up the door and let me go first on my own. So you can't say ladies first anymore. Okay, and you also can't say gentlemen first either. So you have to let me do the same as well. Okay, I will 100% do that. So we picked out our rooms. Let's get everything in here. Okay. Okay, we're done. Okay, let's go wait for her. Okay. Okay, let me put these in the envelope, and then it'll go to post office. That way. There won't be a need for string order. There we go. Okay, it's in there. Ship it to the post office. And yeah, let's go do that. Guys, I picked out the song, so you guys are gonna have to learn how to dance separately. Okay. Okay, here we go. It's called Daydream. Wow. Yeah, I mean a girl right there. Exactly. So do that. Okay. Okay, I'll do that. You are a really good dancer. Thank you, chica. Okay, your turn. Okay. So I pretty much being that little girl. Yeah, in a way. Okay, you wanna try? Oh yeah, sure, why not? Okay, you want? Yeah, sure. You can a little bit. Okay. You wanna try? Sure. Okay. One last dance. Sure. You still have good chemistry. Yeah, we would have to. Okay, let's go one last dance. Now let's dance all together. Sure. Beautiful singer. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, indeed, I agree. Okay, you guys ready to stop? Yeah, I'm ready to stop. Okay, so yeah, I did my duty for today. I'm gonna go close this and whatnot. You guys, yeah, we're gonna go sleep in my room. I'm really tired after all that. Yeah, me too. Too. Sweet dreams, Barney. Sweet dreams. Yeah, me too. And me free.